It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And this one features the versatile Cordero Patterson. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Falcons and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing his starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his 2nd season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Charles, a look now at the Falcons 2022 draft class, and you see with so many of their picks, especially early, they were really focused on getting guys who could contribute as starters right away, and guys who had plenty of upside to develop as they try to do this rebuild the right way.
And as you described, what they think is a difference maker, a wide receiver, Drake London, they took him 8th overall. He goes right into the starting lineup. And our defense, a screaming need for pass rushers. They took edge Arnold Ebiketie in the 2nd round. That should be 2 instant difference makers on either side of the ball. And let's not forget, they took Desmond Ridder, the quarterback out of Cincinnati, in the 3rd round. They'll have a chance to start in the 2nd half of the season.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Going right back to Akers. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That's taken on the 25. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw it. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Fourth down, Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Kuhn knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunton getting set for quarter number 3 here. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. This pass is caught by London. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Play action now. Mariota. Got a man, it's London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Kuhn knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mariota here to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. They go play action. Mariota into the hands of London. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Play fake. Mariota. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
Stafford's pass complete to Allen Robinson. A gain of 17 yards brings up 2nd
Looking
down.
to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Throwing is Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the red zone now, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.